I'm in the garage, elbow deep in the guts of a lawnmower that's been wheezing like it's on its last legs. The air's thick with the smell of oil and cut grass, and the fluorescent light overhead buzzes like a trapped fly. I'm trying to keep my hands busy, maybe fool myself into thinking fixing this thing will fix the bigger mess in my life. Earlier, I tossed out the idea of a weekend drive to the Adirondacks, something Claire and I used to do when we thought love was enough to keep the wheels turning. I wipe my hands on a rag, step into the house through the side door, and call out, "Claire, you think about that trip? Lake George, Saturday, yes or no?" She's on the couch in the living room, legs curled under her, scrolling her phone like it's her job. She doesn't look up. "Don't push me, Tom." I lean against the doorframe, rag still in hand. "I'm not pushing. I'm asking." "Saturday, 7 a.m. I'm going. You in or out?" She glances up, eyes sharp, like I've stepped on her turf. "I'm busy. You know that." "Busy with what?" I keep my voice steady. "Work? Or just your phone?" She sets her phone down, slow, like she's making a point. "You wouldn't get it. It's not your thing. Not my thing." I cross my arms. "I'm trying to plan something for us, Claire. Like a husband does." She smirks, barely there but enough to sting. "Oh, now you're husband of the year? Cute." I feel the heat in my chest, but I don't bite. I'm done begging for maybe. "I'm going Saturday. You're welcome to join. If not, I'll go alone." She laughs, sharp and cold. "You're serious?" "Dead serious." I hold her gaze. "You want to sit this one out? That's on you." "You're being ridiculous," she says, picking up her phone again. "Noted." I turn back to the garage. "I'll be out here if you change your mind. Don't hold your breath." Her voice follows me, laced with sarcasm. "Have fun with your lawnmower." I let the door shut behind me, the click louder than her words. That's the first crack, not a fight, not a yell, just her shutting me out like I'm a stranger. I stand by the workbench, staring at the tools, and realize this isn't about the Adirondacks. It's about her rewriting the rules, and I'm not even in the script anymore. If I'd known what she'd pull next, I'd have started packing right then. But I didn't. I thought it was just a bad day. Later that afternoon, I'm in my home office, debugging code for a client who thinks urgent means yesterday. My phone buzzes on the desk, a new keyring with a single apartment key glinting beside it. A quiet reminder of plans I haven't shared yet. It's a text from Claire, "Dinner with the Millers tonight. 7, don't be late." No question, no you up for it. Just an order. The Millers are her friends, not mine. Dave's solid, a guy who sticks to sports and beer. Karen, his wife, talks like she's pitching a lifestyle blog, always fishing for compliments. I'd rather stay home, crack a beer, and finish this code. I text back, "Got a deadline. Can we skip?" Her reply is instant. "Seriously? You're always working. Just show up." I grit my teeth. Always working? She's the one who pushed me to take this project, said we needed the money for her dream kitchen remodel. I start typing a response, then stop. No point. She's already cast me as the villain. I call Dave instead. "Hey man, about tonight. Work's got me slammed. I'm out. You guys have fun." Dave pauses, then chuckles. "Fair enough, Tom. Karen's gonna be bummed, though. She was planning to grill you about that tech startup you're working with. Tell her I'm saving her the boredom." I say. "You catching the game next week?" "Wouldn't miss it," he says. "Take it easy." I hang up, lean back in my chair. Claire's gonna be pissed, but I'm not playing her game tonight. If she wants to run the show, she can do it without me in the cast. That evening, I'm on the couch, laptop open, when Claire storms in, her heels clicking like gunfire on the hardwood. "You bailed on the Millers?" Without telling me. I told Dave. I say, not looking up. Figured that covered it. She crosses her arms. Her voice dripping with that fake calm tone she uses when she's about to twist the knife. "You embarrassed me, Tom. Karen asked where you were, and I had to make up some excuse about your big, important job. You handled it." I say, still typing. "You're good at that." What's that supposed to mean? Her voice sharpens, daring me to escalate. I close the laptop, meet her gaze. "It means I'm not your prop, Claire. You want me at your dinner parties, you ask. You don't send a memo." She laughs, cold and sharp. "You're acting like I chained you to the table. It's just dinner. Your dinner. Your friends. Your rules." I stand, grab my jacket. "I'm going for a drive." "You're being ridiculous," she snaps, stepping closer. "Running away doesn't fix anything." "Who's running?" I say, already at the door. I'm just not staying for your encore. You can't just walk out like that, she says, her voice rising. Watch me, I say, stepping outside. Don't wait up. The October air bites at my knuckles as I get in the truck, crank the engine, and head toward the edge of town, where the lights fade and the road feels like it's mine. I'm not hiding. I'm just done with her script. It's a Saturday, and I'm at Home Depot with my buddy Mike, picking up lumber for the deck project he's roped me into. The calendar on my phone shows a crossed-out date for a dinner Claire planned. A small victory I don't mention. Mike's a contractor, a bear of a guy with a Viking beard, the kind who thinks every problem can be fixed with a hammer and a cold one. We're in the lumber aisle, debating cedar versus pressure-treated, when my phone pings. Claire's tagged me in a Facebook post, a photo of us from last Christmas, fake smiles and all, with a caption, "Grateful for my rock, even when he's a little too serious." #marriage life. I show it to Mike. What the hell is this? He squints, chuckles. She's poking you, man. That's a backhanded compliment if I ever saw one. No kidding. It's like a splinter under my skin. Last week, she told our neighbors I'm too busy coding to mow the lawn. Got a laugh, but it landed like a punch. Mike slaps my shoulder. You gonna let that slide? Nope. I pull out my phone, unfollow her on Facebook. She wants to play cute online. She can do it without my name. Mike grins, tossing a board onto the cart. That's my boy. What's next? You calling her out at the next block party? No calling out, I say, grabbing another board. Just cutting the strings. She wants an audience. She can find a new one. He nods, but his eyes narrow. You all right, Tom? This ain't just about a post. It's about respect, I say, avoiding his gaze. Or the lack of it. I'm not begging for it anymore. Mike hands me another board. Fair enough. You need a couch to crash on. Mine's open. Appreciate it, I say, meaning it. Mike's the kind of friend who doesn't need to say much to have your back. That night, we're at a barbecue at the Johnson's place down the street. Claire's in her element, charming the crowd, glass of rose in hand, laughing with the neighbors like she's running for office. I'm by the grill with Steve Johnson, a quiet guy who's more into his burgers than small talk. The smell of charcoal and sizzling meat fills the air when Claire calls out from the patio. Tom, you hiding by the grill again? The group laughs, our neighbors, the Hendersons, and a couple others. Steve raises an eyebrow, but I keep my face neutral. I'm cooking, I say, loud enough for everyone to hear. You want burned food or a straight answer? Claire's smile tightens. Don't be salty, Tom. Don't be cute in public. I shoot back, keeping my tone calm but firm. You know how that goes. She steps closer, her voice low but sharp. You're making me look bad. You're doing fine on your own, I say, flipping a burger. Mrs. Henderson, a nosy type who loves stirring the pot, chimes in. Oh, Claire, he's got you there. Let the man grill in peace. Claire forces a laugh. He's just sensitive tonight. Not sensitive, I say, holding her gaze. My voice carrying across the patio. Just done with the games. One rule. You don't use me for jokes. Not here. Not anywhere. The group goes quiet. Steve clears his throat. Tom, these burgers done? Yeah, I say, plating them. Let's eat. Claire's eyes narrow. You done? With the jokes? I say, handing Steve the plate. Yeah, I'm done. Mrs. Henderson laughs, a little too loud. Claire, you've got a keeper. Not every guy can grill and hold his own. Claire's smile is brittle. Oh, he's something, all right. Steve hands me a beer, his voice low. You good, man? Good enough, I say, taking a sip. The crowd moves on to food, but I feel the eyes on me. Claire doesn't push it, but she's fuming. Good. Let her stew. I'm not her punching bag. A few days later, I'm in my office when Claire walks in without knocking, dropping a stack of papers on my desk. We need to talk about the budget. I want to redo the guest room. I glance at the papers, quotes for custom furniture, paint, a new rug. Thousands of dollars. We just did the kitchen, I say. What's this about? I need a space that's mine, she says, crossing her arms. You've got your office. I want something too. Pitch in, I say, leaning back. We do shared spend on shared needs. It's our house, she says, her voice tight. It's our money, I counter. New rule, separate accounts, shared bills only. Starts Monday. You can't just decide that, she snaps. I just did, I say, handing her the papers. You want a project? Use your own cash. You're being ridiculous, she says, stepping closer. This is about us. No, Claire, I say, standing. This is about you wanting control. I'm done bankrolling it. You think you can change the rules like that? She says, her voice rising. You change them first, I say, grabbing my keys. I'm catching up. You're unbelievable, she says, following me to the door. Believe it, I say, stepping out. I've got work to do. She calls after me. This isn't over, Tom. It is for me, I say, not turning back. I'm already halfway to my truck, the new keyring jangling in my pocket. The calendar on the fridge has a big red X over yesterday's date, marking the end of another week of Claire's games. The house feels like a chessboard, and I'm always one move behind. She's not even subtle anymore. Every conversation's a minefield, every jab dressed up as humor. Last night, she told our book club I'm too practical to have fun. Got a big laugh. I didn't laugh. I left early, said I had work. Truth is, I'm done being her punchline. It's a Saturday, and we're at a diner with her sister, Rachel, who's visiting from Chicago. Rachel's a talker, always on Claire's side, but her sharp tongue makes her unpredictable. The smell of syrup and bacon hangs heavy as we dig into pancakes, the clatter of plates filling the silence. Claire starts in, cutting her food with precision. Tom's been so busy lately. I barely see him. He's married to his laptop. Rachel chuckles, wiping her mouth. Sounds like someone needs a hobby. I set my fork down, look at Claire. Or maybe someone needs to stop rewriting history. I'm home every night. You're the one who's busy. Claire's smile doesn't waver, but her eyes are cold. Don't be dramatic, Tom. I'm just saying you're preoccupied. Preoccupied. I lean back, sip my coffee. You shot down the Lake George trip last month. Said you were too busy. That's not what I said. She snaps, her knife pausing mid-cut. Close enough, I say. Rachel, you want the truth? Your sister's been rewriting the script for months. I'm just trying to keep up. Rachel's eyes dart between us. Okay, hold on. Claire, what's he talking about? Don't drag my sister into this, Claire says, her voice sharp. You're embarrassing yourself. I laugh, short and dry. Nah, Claire. You're doing that for both of us. You're making a scene, she says, leaning forward. Am I? I say, tossing a 20 on the table. I'm out. Rachel, good to see you. Claire, I'll be at Mike's. Figure out what you want to say before I get back. You're leaving? Claire's voice rises. In the middle of breakfast? Yep, I say, standing. You've got Rachel to keep you company. Rachel tries to mediate, her voice softer. Tom, come on, let's just finish eating. No thanks, I say, heading for the door. I've lost my appetite. Claire calls after me. This is childish, Tom. Call it what you want, I say, not turning back. I'm done with the games. The bell jingles as I step into the parking lot, Rachel's stunned silence trailing behind me. Claire's probably spinning it already, but I don't care. I'm not waiting for her next move. That night, I'm at Mike's, helping him sand planks for his deck. The air smells of sawdust, and the sander's hum is a welcome distraction. We're on our third stack of boards, the project dragging into its second month. Mike hands me a beer, doesn't ask about Claire. That's why I like him. He doesn't pry, just lets you breathe. But I'm not here to hide. I'm planning. Mike, I say, setting the sander down. You know any good realtors? He raises an eyebrow. You serious? As a heart attack. He sends me a contact. Call Sarah. She's no nonsense. What's the play? I'm getting my own place. I say. Claire can have the house. I'm done fighting for it. Mike whistles low. Big move. You sure? I take a pull from the beer. I'm not chasing her anymore. She wants control. She can have it, without me. He leans against the workbench, crosses his arms. She's gonna lose it when you tell her. Let her, I say. She's been calling the shots too long. I'm rewriting the endgame. Mike nods, a rare grin breaking through. Respect, man. You need help moving. I'm there. Deal. I say, and we get back to sanding. The work feels good, like I'm building something real for once. The next week, I'm at a coffee shop, meeting Sarah, the realtor. She's all business, short hair, no-nonsense vibe, her tablet open to listings. The place smells of espresso and fresh pastries, the hum of conversation a shield around us. My new keyring sits on the table, the apartment key catching the light. Tom, Sarah says, scrolling through her tablet. Budget and timeline. Budget's flexible, I say. Timeline's yesterday. 1 bedroom, downtown. Nothing fancy, just mine. She nods, doesn't ask why. There's a loft on Market Street, available next month. Great view, decent price. You want to see it? Set it up, I say. And keep it quiet. I'm not advertising this. She smirks. Discreet's my middle name. A guy at the next table, some hipster with a laptop and a man bun, glances over, probably eavesdropping. I ignore him. How soon can I move in? Depends on the paperwork, Sarah says. If you're ready to sign, I can push for 2 weeks. Do it, I say. I want this done fast. She jots a note, looks up. You're not messing around, are you? Nope, I say, finishing my coffee. Life's too short for games. The fridge calendar's a mess of red excess, marking weeks of Claire's escalating games. The house is a demilitarized zone, every word a test, every look a challenge. I've been sleeping in the guest room, working late, keeping my distance. I've signed the lease for the Market Street loft, but I haven't told her yet. I'm waiting for the right moment. That moment comes at a company happy hour at a bar downtown. Claire insisted on coming, said it'd be good for us. I didn't argue, but I'm on edge. My coworker, Jen, is there, along with my boss, Mark, and a few others from the dev team. Jen's sharp, funny, but strictly professional. Claire's never liked her, and I feel the storm brewing as we walk in, the bar's neon lights casting a red glow over the crowd. We're at a high-top table, and Jen's telling a story about a client who crashed our servers with a bad script. Everyone's laughing when Claire leans in, her voice just loud enough for the table to hear. Tom loves working with Jen, probably more than he loves coming home. The table goes quiet. Jen looks uncomfortable, Mark shifts in his seat, but I don't flinch. I set my beer down, turn to Claire. That's a cheap shot, Claire. You want to talk about home? Let's talk about your rules. Her eyes flash, but she keeps that fake smile. Relax, Tom. It's just a joke. It's a test, I say, my voice calm but steel. I don't take tests at bars. She laughs, trying to play it off. You're so dramatic. No, I say, looking at the table, Jen, Mark, the others. I'm not her punchline. You've got something to say, Claire, say it at home. Not here. Jen tries to defuse. Hey, let's get another round. No, I cut in, standing. I'm out. Good night, folks. Claire grabs her purse, stands. You're embarrassing me. You did that yourself, I say, heading for the door. Rideshare's 2 taps away. Mark speaks up, his voice low but firm. Tom's got a point, Claire. That wasn't cool. Jen nods, hesitant. Yeah, let's keep it chill. Claire shoots them a look. Stay out of it. I don't wait for more. I nod to the table. See you Monday. I'm out the door, Claire's heels clicking furiously behind me. In the parking lot, she lets loose. You humiliated me in there, Tom. I unlock the truck. You humiliated yourself. You want to play victim? Do it somewhere else. You can't just walk away, she snaps. Watch me, I say, getting in the truck. I drive off, leaving her in the lot. She can take an Uber. I'm not her chauffeur anymore. The next morning, I'm packing a bag in the guest room, the air heavy with stale laundry and morning light cutting through the blinds. Claire walks in. What are you doing? Moving out, I say, folding a shirt. I found a place. You can keep the house. She laughs, desperate. You're not serious. I zip the bag, look at her. You'll breathe even easier in another house. Pack your things. Her face goes pale. You can't just walk out. I'm done, I say, slinging the bag over my shoulder. You wanted control. You got it. She grabs my arm. Tom, we can fix this. Let's talk. No second ask, I say, pulling away. I said it once. That's enough. She steps back, eyes wide. After everything? Everything. I say, my voice low. You mean the jabs, the games, the control? Yeah, I'm done. I walk out, the door clicking shut behind me, final as a lock snapping into place. It's been 3 months since I moved out. I'm in my Market Street loft, a 1-bedroom with exposed brick and a view of the city's skyline. It's not fancy, but it's mine. No guest room projects, no dinner party scripts, no jabs dressed as jokes. The place smells of fresh paint and takeout, and I've got a small table by the window where I eat and watch the world move on. Claire tried calling a few times, left voicemails about working things out. I didn't call back. No chasing, no second ask. She's in the house, probably redecorating to her heart's content. I don't care. I'm not bankrolling it. I'm at the supermarket, grabbing coffee and some basics, when I spot Claire in the cereal aisle. She's with a neighbor, Mrs. Carter, who's chatting her ear off about organic oats. My new keyring jangles in my pocket, a reminder of my new life. Claire sees me, her face tightening, and she walks over, leaving Mrs. Carter with her cart. Tom, she says, her voice low. We need to talk. No, we don't, I say, grabbing a bag of coffee. I said what I needed to say. You're being unreasonable, she says, stepping closer. You can't just walk away like that. I did, I say, meeting her gaze. No second ask, Claire. She laughs, brittle. You think this is over? It's over for me, I say, loud enough for Mrs. Carter to glance over. You wanted to breathe. Keep breathing. Mrs. Carter raises an eyebrow, but Claire ignores her. You're making a mistake, Tom. No, I say, calm but firm. You made the mistake thinking I'd stay for the games. You're embarrassing me, she hisses. You did that yourself, I say, turning to the cashier. I'm done here. Claire steps forward. Tom, wait. No waiting, I say, handing the cashier my card. Good luck, Claire. The cashier, a young guy with a bored look, scans my items, pretending not to listen. Mrs. Carter clears her throat, clearly eating up the drama. I nod to her. Good to see you, Mrs. Carter. She smiles, awkward. You too, Tom. Take care. I grab my bags, walk out to the parking lot, the sun low and sharp. Claire doesn't follow. I'm not looking back. Later that night, I'm at Mike's for poker with him, Jake, and Pete. The table's littered with chips, cards, and empty beer bottles, the air thick with cigar smoke. Mike's dealing, talking about a job he just landed. You ever think about getting back out there, Tom? I toss a chip into the pot. Not in a rush. I'm good. Jake, the loudmouth electrician, laughs. Man, you're living the dream. Free and clear. Claire's still whining. Don't know, I say, keeping my tone even. Don't care. Pete, the quiet plumber, speaks up, his voice gravelly. Good for you, man. Takes guts to walk away clean. I nod, appreciating the weight of his words. My phone buzzes. Rachel, Claire's sister. Hey, Tom. Claire's been quiet. You okay? I type back. I'm good. Tell her to keep breathing. I hit send, set the phone down. Mike smirks. Cold bastard. I laugh, pick up my cards. Just done playing games. Jake leans in. Bet she's regretting it now. You were the best thing she had. Maybe, I say, eyes on my cards. Her problem now. The game goes on, and I'm in it. Not just the poker, but life. Claire thought she could keep me on a leash, rewrite the script until I forgot my lines.